Hi, it's David Blaise. Today I'd like to answer a few more questions that we received, and then I want to talk to you about a really cool thing that happens when you're able to create clients at will. Want to know what the cool thing is? It's the ability to completely blow off, totally reject bad prospects. And I've got a great story to tell you about that in just a moment. But first, I'd like to address a couple of the questions that we received this week. In a previous video, we already answered the question about how and why Top Secrets of Customer Acquisition is ideally suited to help you attract bigger clients, and how these strategies work just as well, if not better, with larger clients. But some people also wanted to know if it will help them to get more money from their existing clients, and if so, exactly how that process will work. Well, yes. Once again, the answer is a resounding yes, and here's why. Just one of the many key components of Top Secrets of Customer Acquisition is a one-page, 7-question lead qualification procedure. And one of the first exercises I recommend you do in our new system is to use this procedure to re-qualify your existing clients. They already know you. You already have an established relationship with them, and they will be more than happy to answer those questions for you. Now, these questions can help you isolate needs you never knew they had. It may also help you isolate needs they never knew they had. In fact, when one of my consulting clients, who does well over $1 million a year in annual sales, began asking his existing clients these same questions, he told me the reaction was immediate and instantaneous. He said his clients told him, "No one's ever asked me this before," and he said it opened up a ton of new doors for him. Now keep in mind, this guy was no novice. This is a smart guy, very savvy, and very good at what he does. But these questions empowered him to take his existing client relationships to the next level. And I'm convinced they'll do the same for you. What do you suppose will happen for you when you start asking your existing clients, or even new prospects, the powerful questions on this lead qualification procedure? Do you think it's possible you'll uncover some needs you didn't know they had? Well, let's reverse that question. Do you think it's possible you won't uncover some needs you never knew they had? So yes, the system will definitely help with existing clients. But in addition to that, it gives you a specific process to follow to quickly qualify new clients. You can impress them right off the bat with consultative questions that quickly determine their need and position you as an expert in your field. It also allows you to disqualify poor quality prospects, and I'll get to that story and that example in just a moment. But on the other question we received, it came from a few clients, and they've been asking why we're only making the Top Secrets of Customer Acquisition system available for sale for a limited time. And there are actually 3 primary reasons for this. First of all, we want to reward the fast movers, those who are willing to move decisively and take action quickly. That single trait is a huge predictor of success, and it's one we truly value. So by limiting the number of people who have access to the system initially, we extend that first mover advantage to those who are willing to take action now. The second reason is that if the system is always available, people feel like they can get it next week or next month, and it's really no big deal. But since this system won't be available next week or next month, it requires the serious among us to make a decision, which goes back to that whole decisiveness factor that I talked about just a moment ago. The third reason we're only selling it for a limited time is that we know we should be charging quite a bit more for this system than we're currently charging. And we're offering the very best pricing and the very best combination of bonuses right now, up front, to reward that decisive action that I've been talking about. We plan to gather up a ton of additional testimonials from the people who are going to succeed with this program by buying it now. And when we release the system again at some point in the future, we will very likely charge quite a bit more for it because of all the additional success stories we'll have at that point. So that's why we're only making it available at this pricing and with this combination of bonuses through this coming Tuesday, October 6th at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, just to be clear, we're not going to up the price at that point. We are literally going to pull it off the market to extend those first mover benefits to the people who took action this week. Now, let's get to this topic of the huge benefits associated with disqualifying poor quality prospects and how we really do practice what we preach in this regard. This morning at our company meeting, Dave Kilmer shared this story with me, and I just thought it was great. And you may know Dave. He's been selling for our company for many years. Dave and I have been working together on and off for more than 20 years. Well, Dave had a prospect for our training materials come by our trade show booth at a recent industry show. The gentleman had requested and received a free copy of one of our demo CDs, but he never got around to listening to it. There's a warning flag. Well, whenever Dave would call him, he wasn't very receptive, and he really wasn't even particularly friendly either. So finally, Dave managed to get through to the guy, and the guy said yes, he did manage to listen to our CD, and he determined that he wasn't interested. Dave said, okay, listen, I appreciate your taking the time to take a look at it. I'm sorry it didn't work out. And just as he was about to hang up, the guy said, wait, is that it? And Dave said, yeah, that's it. You're not interested. The guy said, that's horrible salesmanship. I've been in sales long enough to know that the door is never closed completely. Dave scratched his head a bit, but then reminded the gentleman that it was he himself who determined that he wasn't interested, and that from everything Dave had heard from him, it probably just wasn't a good fit for him. So Dave once again thanked him for his consideration and quickly ended the call. Now you may wonder, why would I like hearing a story like that from one of my salespeople? Shouldn't I have encouraged him to really push harder, overcome the objections, and try to turn this guy around and sell him something? And truth be told, under different circumstances, the answer to that question might very well have been yes. But this guy wasn't disqualified because he told Dave he wasn't interested. That wasn't disqualified. That wasn't what disqualified him. This guy was disqualified because multiple documented communications with this guy all demonstrated that if we would have sold our product to him, he would have been a terrible client for us. And here's why that's the case. In order to be successful with our material, you have to be open to new ideas and approaches. But in numerous communications, aside from originally asking for our free CD, this guy demonstrated all along that being open to new approaches was not his strong suit. That's strike one. In order to be successful, you also have to be self-motivated enough to do something. Take an easy step or two. In his case, that meant listening to the CD we gave him. Well, it took him forever to do that, which demonstrated a lack of motivation, and then after he did listen to it, he determined he wasn't interested. In other words, he disqualified himself as a good prospect for our material. That's strike two. Finally, and this is important, this guy was antagonistic. He wasn't even nice. So there's your strike three. And the thing that got his goat more than anything else was the fact that Dave didn't rise to the bait. He didn't keep trying to sell the guy after the guy said he wasn't interested. Dave knew he was a bad fit. Now, he told Dave that he was a terrible salesperson because he didn't try to get him to change his mind. But here's what the guy didn't realize. He didn't know that Dave didn't give up on him because he thought he wouldn't buy. Dave gave up on him because he knew that if the guy did buy, he'd be a terrible client. And fortunately, we don't just have to settle for clients like that. It's just not worth the money to us. See, this guy didn't realize that for every poor quality prospect like him, there are very likely 3 others right now who are great prospects, open to learning, motivated to take action, and actually nice to deal with. Those are the clients we want. By the way, if that's you, then you should definitely join us. If it's not, save your money. We know that our material makes our clients more successful. That's one of the reasons we actually prefer when nice people get it. Also, Top Secret's clients get access to our discussion groups and our mastermind groups. We can't allow bad karma clients to disrupt our mastermind mojo. So, the ability to completely blow off and totally reject poor quality or unsuitable prospects is just one more hidden benefit of the Top Secrets of Customer Acquisition system. When you have a sufficient stream of high-quality prospects in your pipeline, you're never worried about losing a poor quality prospect. And you're never desperate to try to convert those you don't want to have as clients to become clients just so you can have the money. Bad prospects are like human landmines. You want to recognize them as quickly as possible and then take every action you possibly can to avoid them. If you think you have a fit with our organization, you probably know it by now. So click the link below and get the benefits of our instant gratification bonus within minutes on our Top Secrets of Customer Acquisition system. Now, the system's only available until Tuesday, October 6th, so click the link below to begin your full-year risk-free trial today. Our guarantee ensures not just that you'll love it, but also that it will produce for you or we'll refund every penny. If you're nice, and if you're open to learning, and if you're willing to take action, I would love to welcome you to the Top Secrets family today. Click the link below and we'll talk soon.